Good evening, Internet. Welcome to another episode of Friday Night Songwriting Highlights. This is the show where I play a song for you, and then I tell you why I think it's a good song. Or in this case, why I think it might not be a good song. I'm starting a new series here for a few episodes where I'm going to play songs that are not great, but perhaps still have merit, and maybe we can understand and learn some things from them anyway. With that being said, the song that I have selected for this evening is Dancing Pizza Man by Eddie Rabbitt. Stick around and have a listen.
Takes a wad of dough and he plops it on the table, makes it flat and round and pots it with a ladle of tomato sauce. Spreads it around red, thick and sweet. Takes a big fistful of mozzarella cheese, spreads it around with some anchovies, mushrooms, green peppers, onions and a little ground beef. Slides it in the oven with tender love and care. Then he dances around while our tongues hang out and the smell of heaven fills the air. Tullahoma dancing pizza man, make me the juiciest pizza in the land. Hey, I ain't no penny pincher, just give me that big 16-incher. Whoa, whoa, make it to go. Tullahoma dancing pizza man. Tullahoma dancing pizza man. Waited in the booth less than a quarter of an hour, went out of the oven like a giant sunflower. It came out all steaming and bubbling with gooey cheese. Then he took his round knife and he cut it into slices, put it in a box, and he told me that the price was $3.99. I gave him a $5, I got $1 in change. I was tempted to eat it on the front seat. It smelled so good I could hardly drive. Oh, well, excuse me now, but I gotta have a piece of that scrumptious pizza pie. Tullahoma dancing pizza man, make me the juiciest pizza in the land. Hey, I ain't no penny pincher, just give me that big 16-incher. Whoa, whoa, make it to go. Tullahoma dancing pizza man. Tullahoma dancing pizza man. Tullahoma dancing pizza man.
Okay, so that's Tullahoma Dancing Pizza Man by Eddie Rabbitt. I gotta say, his version's definitely really good, and there's another version by the Hagar twins from the show Hee Haw. It's pretty funny. So, no song's perfect, and I guess in a lot of ways this is a good song. It's written well, it's performed well, it's produced really well. It's a good genre song, and it was on an album that had several hits. So that should tell you something about the quality of the musicianship and the production of the album. But why then is this song kind of dumb? Well, it's about pizza. So if you've written a pop song about pizza, yeah, a lot of people like pizza, but it's kind of a strange subject. It's possible to write songs that affect people's feelings, change their minds, and can even shift the course of the world. So you've got great songs existing out there that have done these things. So why do you write a song about pizza? I mean, I think it's a bit of a low bar for the subject matter of a song. So if you're going to write a song about something like pizza, don't make it really subtextual, because people are going to try and find hidden meanings in songs because of their poetry anyway. In doing a bit of research for this episode, I went on forums, I talked to people online. One guy had written that he even knew the specific restaurant where this took place because he remembered the guy that danced around while he made pizza. And I was like, so what is this song really about? Because this is weird. Like, it's a strange song. It's really passionate, and the lyrics are a little weird. But everybody that I spoke to on the forums just was like, no, it's a song about pizza. So I'm going to kind of proceed with that in mind, that this is a song about pizza, but that through some strange course of events when Mr. Rabbit was writing this song, it started to develop a weird erotic sexual subtext. I'd say in many ways, this song fits William Wordsworth's definition of poetry, in that he said poetry is powerful emotions recollected in tranquility. So I think that's exactly what you have here. So in a sense, by one of the greatest poets in the English language, if you go in for that, a good poem at least, it is powerful emotions inspired by pizza, and more importantly, the strange thing about this song is, even more importantly, the allure of the pizza that the narrator never really eats, just describes in detail the process of watching it being made, purchasing it, the chorus about the guy that makes the pizza for him that's very passionate, and the second verse that is about him watching the pizza get cut up and then driving home. So yeah, the narrator never really does eat the pizza. So I don't know if that means anything. I wouldn't think that it does. Don't read too much into that. But I just think it's kind of weird, and it kind of makes you think. And those little moments where you think to yourself, geez, there's something else here, well, those add up, and by the end you're kind of left with something that's greater than the sum of its parts, not in the way that was intended, like in a song like Hallelujah or State of Confusion or something like that. So I guess the main thing here is that it kind of has, as I was saying before, a subtext that seems kind of weird and sexual. Or at least fetishized, definitely fetishized, but to the point where it kind of does seem romantic. Like, you're not really sure, and I'm not exactly sure if the act of making the pizza is supposed to be the romantic part. Like, is a pizza and the pizza man symbolic of two lovers, or is the narrator in love with the pizza man, or perhaps no, the narrator probably would be in love with the pizza, I think, if we're gonna stick by the lyrics. Yeah, and if you don't think that there is a subtext here that feels sexual, look at the Hagar version of the song. They sort of do it, I don't know if they're intentionally doing it tongue-in-cheek, but whatever they do, they amp up that kind of subtext, and it becomes hilarious. You can find it on YouTube under The Worst Song Ever. I mean, I had to stop numerous times when I was doing the first verse because I was laughing, or because I had to check out how many times somebody actually put the word spread in one short verse of a song. I ain't no penny pincher, just give me that big 16-incher. It's such a loaded sounding phrase that it goes up against Glenn Fry's You Belong to the City for most accidentally homoerotic, midnight cowboy-esque song ever written. But if you want to count videos, maybe you should look at David Lee Roth's Yankee Rose. Yeah, that's the one. And it's up there. Yeah. So what can we learn from this? I don't really know. Maybe if you're going to write a song about pizza, probably any kind of food in general, people are going to look for some kind of hidden meaning in those lyrics just because that's the nature of poetry. So maybe don't do it. Or maybe you just dive in and go full on and then run the risk of people misunderstanding you. I don't know. I guess it's up to you. However, I will say this. I am still rather baffled that if you went about trying to write a song about nothing but pizza, that you somehow accidentally wrote an entire song with what seems like an intentional subtext about cruising for dudes. I just don't see how that happens. It seems very strange. So to sum up, I can't say that this is a really bad song because it's got too much good going for it musically, especially the original version. It's not great, but it's not terrible, definitely. It's just really weird and confusing, and Eddie Rabbitt's dead, so I don't think we're ever going to get closure to these questions as to what was this song really about. Yeah. So definitely check out the Hagar version because it is the weirdest and most confusing thing I've ever seen, just about. Look at the set. It's like they tried to make the set of the Doors had from the original Ed Sullivan Show performance, but it's cheese. Yeah, it's something to behold. Please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to comment. Maybe we can get more people interested in this and in songwriting in general. Until next time, go out there and write a song. It's easier than you think.